Alex, I need your help on something.
Yes.
I can't. I'm trying to look for. Someone told me to watch out for the Senators, and I can't seem to find them anywhere. Someone kept telling me for like days going into the playoffs, and like even recently they were like, "Watch out for the Senators! Watch out for the Senators! You better look out for the Senators." I'm looking. Where did they go?
Have you checked your back? They might be punching you.
You know what? They might just be.
That's their only attempt.
Careful about that.
Turns out, sweep.
Get the brooms out, baby.
You cooked.
Oh man. Welcome to as what, Alex?
As I had in my bracket. This is exactly as I predicted.
If anyone look, I think I had Ottawa winning one game just because of like shenanigans, but turns out there were no shenanigans to be had by the Senators, despite them like punching everybody. Welcome to Up the Boards. This is a hockey podcast, and we are officially 1 week into the playoffs. My name is Yusuf, and that is Alex. Tyler is currently doing a gig; he cannot be here with us tonight. The Ottawa Senators are out.
The first domino has fallen.
Yep, that was fast.
But it was surprisingly not surprisingly, two of probably the most intense games I'd ever seen to start off this series in terms of physicality and just the brutality of the way these two teams play hockey.
Oh, absolutely. It's such a weird matchup because everyone sees Carolina as this like truly, well, they are this like defensive stalwart, right? Like they can't score much, but man, they are good at playing defensive hockey. And Ottawa
they have just enough scoring that you get excited.
Exactly, right?
And then there's Ottawa,
who Ottawa's just kind of there.
The Senators are there.
They have some promise. Like they got to the playoffs, good for them. But yeah, so the series is done 4-0. Carolina finished the job today in a pretty not dominating fashion, but get the job done. You get the job done. There's a few things I want to talk about with this series. The first one being actually to something you brought up, and that is in regards to the way that this series got so physical. Carolina has this weird. I need to do more research on this. I really was hoping this would go another game so I could get a little bit of time to do some research and fully prove my point here. But this is from what I'm remembering. Carolina has this weird history in the playoffs, in the Brind'Amour era specifically, where they almost always end up facing the grittiest team in the playoffs. It's a really weird thing. They've either played the Bruins, the Panthers, or the Lightning at least once in every series they've been in since the Brind'Amour era began. And every single time, they've been out-grit, out-hit, out-everything. They have not been able to get it done because they just get the shit knocked out of them. This series, if I'm not mistaken, again, I don't have the exact facts, but I need to double-check this, but as far as I'm aware, they out-hit the Senators in game 1 of this series. The remaining 3, they were out-hit by a large margin and still won this series.
Yeah, this is kind of the difference. We were talking about heading into this playoffs of this recent run that Carolina has been on of ending up in the conference final every year. This we kind of all consensus agreed this is the best Canes team.
Yes.
And for all the intangibles, right? I think we all agreed this team looked like the most unshakable version of the Carolina Hurricanes we've seen the last few years. Yeah. They got punched in the mouth this series, but they out-muscled them, or they out-skilled. I mean, they simply outskilled them. They got great goalie play. Their scheme worked. They frustrated the Senators.
That was just a faster team.
I mean, I think they're just a more evolved version of the Senators. They really just play such good team system hockey, fundamentally sound on the defensive end, and when they bring in this level of grittiness that they were able to pull out this series, they found their footing, right? And here they are. They took care of business, right? We had some doubts about the Senators. The Senators had to go on a crazy run to get into the playoffs. So it's not like they worked their way up here and had to hold their spot.
No, they really had to claw their way over here.
They had to claw their way up through that East. Now, how many points were in the East? That's another thing to talk about, right? Super competitive. Yep. Probably not. You can't really knock them too much for that.
No.
But Carolina was ready. They just were. They got their goaltending. Really well played series. I think this is just kind of like you can probably just call them battle tested at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I think with
the theory that this Canes team is better, you can probably just a little check mark.
Yeah. Now, granted, I think some people are going to still debate that because this was against the Senators, and it will be more of a you check the box off depending on how round 2 goes.
Right, but I mean, they could have stumbled out the gate, right?
Exactly. I know what you mean.
They didn't lose a game. They came out in a sweep. They had to fight in the first 2 games. I mean, they win the double overtime game.
Yeah. Oh my God. That double overtime game.
Nuts, right? But they pull them out, and I think it's more like here's a good analogy. They've been shock tested, right?
Absolutely. They've been shock tested.
Yeah, they're a vehicle that has, gotten worn in.
Yeah.
They've gotten use, they're not we're not going to be wondering, are the Senators or are the Canes revved up for the playoffs?
Right.
Are they playing the kind of hockey they want to play? They're broken in. They're ready to go.
They've been ready.
They're ready to go. That's kind of the check mark I'm thinking for this series. You go in, you take care of business. You get punched in the mouth a little bit. I think they were a little surprised that the games were that close.
Yeah,
but still,
absolutely.
But they rode through. They weren't shooken.
No, not at all. I think the other thing, too, is you're going into a series, again, Carolina has their history of playing grittier teams, but you're going against a fairly more known for punching Ottawa Senators. They were ready. Even though games got close, they were ready to go. So that's actually, if anything, it's a very good omen, hopefully, for the Canes going into the rest of the playoffs. There's 2 things after this I want to bring up. Number 1, actually both have to do with the numbers I brought up in our group chat. And I think I want to start with this. From Ryan Whitney from Spitting Chicklets, someone talked about how, the refs won this series. It was terrible officiating in this whole series. The Ottawa Senators had 14 5-on-3 opportunities in this series.
Yep. They got booed on home ice.
Yeah.
Also, bringing up a Ryan Whitney comment.
I know, right?
Ducks fan after his antics lately.
Yep. Sacrilege.
I don't need to mince my words how I feel about that man.
That's okay. It's like how Tyler feels about Biz.
I feel the same way about Biz.
I think a lot of people feel the same way about Biz. But for a team that going into this, again, the Ottawa Senators are not the most high-profile shooting team in the league, but they have their young stars, your Thomas Chabot's, your Jake Sandersons, your Tim Stützle's of the world. Tim Stützle had 1 assist this entire series. You had 14 5-on-3 opportunities in 4 games. Believe me, the Senators had all the opportunities they had to try and at least win a game and couldn't do it. Which leads me to my next point. And this is where everyone, including partially myself, needs to apologize to Linus Ullmark. Because this was crazy. From Everyday Sens on Twitter, Linus Ullmark's playoff performances through 4 games. Game 1 posted a .933 save percentage with a 2.94 goals saved above average expected. Game 2, .939 save percentage, 2.1 goals saved against expected. Game 3, .926, 2.14. And Game 4, 929.97 expected goals saved against. What? And you still lost?
He didn't even have a blip game. He
didn't have a blip game at all. He was just on it. Dude was playing like prime Dominic Hasek, and they still couldn't do anything about it.
Nope.
Like
it makes you wonder, like, would these games have even been close without Ullmark?
No, I think Carolina would have trampled him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wouldn't have been even near close. Like, so like, okay, even now I'm curious what. So game 2 he was at 939, right? So I'm gonna look this up quickly. Thank you, NHL.com. What did the scoring look like in this 3-2 double overtime game for the Ottawa Senators? Let's see. Oh god, that's so many minuses. It's insane that they couldn't get anything done with the amount of shots that were taken. Like, shots on goal through the entire game. Ottawa had, granted, 39 shots, but still, like, man. It goes without saying, like, Linus Ullmark, I think through everything that has happened to him this season, and he's been going through a lot, what with his own performance and things off the ice and, you know, all of that happened. Man, he put his heart on his sleeve, and he went out to play for his team, and his team did not go out to play at all. Yeah. It's one time where, you know, I remember when they made the deal to get Ullmark, everyone said, oh, he's washed, and, you know, everything that happened in Boston, he's not that good, blah, blah, blah. You can't blame him for this. You know that, right, Sens fans? I know you're not going to, but for everyone else, like, you can't blame Ullmark.
He's not just the excuse anymore.
No, it's just at the end of the day, partly the Canes are just better, which is a objectifiable fact, and the Senators just did not come to play. They came to punch, but they didn't come to play. That's a damn shame. But goodbye, Ottawa. It's been fun.
Goodbye, Ottawa.
We'll see you next season.
You will not be missed.
You will not be missed at all. On the topic of playoff series, because we're going to be talking about most of them, the other Metro series might be done tonight.
It might be over tonight.
It might be over tonight. As
it's currently recording. 2-1 Penguins in the second intermission.
Yeah, we are recording in the middle of the Penguins game, and we should probably talk about this series because as we speak right now, Philly is up 3-0 on the series.
Yeah, I'm dumbfounded.
I think we all are.
I'm completely dumbfounded by this series. I didn't think the Penguins were like a wagon, but this Philly team, I mean, come on. They didn't have anything going until one of the hottest teams since the Olympic break, right?
Yep.
That's what got them here. Dan Vladar doing the things he was doing in the first 3 games.
It's so, I don't even know if absurd is the word, but like almost awe-inspiring what they're doing right now.
They walked into the building of We're So Back vibes with a good Penguins team with Crosby and Malkin and Letang still contributing. Rejuvenated a youthful core behind them. Carlson with the season he's having.
Yep.
Pittsburgh was stoked for this series, and I think they got punched in the mouth and haven't really figured out how to punch back.
I think it's partly Pittsburgh got sucker punched without really knowing what they were getting into, because it's like, look, this is an old rivalry that dates back who knows how long, because it's the Battle of Pennsylvania, but especially in the Crosby area, someone who has been like known to ruin the lives of the Flyers whenever they play against each other. I gotta say, like, yeah, Pittsburgh was a wagon to start the season, and then they kind of fell off. Everyone got injured, And then they ended up making the playoffs, which, like, again, I'm glad they made the playoffs, despite everything the three of us said to start the season. But the wheels are starting to fall off because they're just old now.
Yeah,
those wheels are just getting old.
We kind of felt like it was going to happen at some point during the season. It kept not happening.
Yeah.
It was weird. So I think after the season they had, we can't really say it's the wheels falling off. I really think the matchup for that, I think Philly has just won the matchup.
I think
Philly forced Pittsburgh to play the kind of game they want to play.
Yeah.
Philly
and
said,
the fact that they were able to do that from game one.
You play our style of hockey.
Yeah.
From puck drop.
Yeah.
The Flyers came out and said, game one, you're going to play our style of hockey. Yeah.
And like, you look at metrics from the entire series, like, in every way, shape, or form, you look at the reality of this and you go, there's no way Philly wins 9 out of 10 times. But then you start looking at every, just like major stats, right? Like face-off percentages. Philly has the Philly has the advantage on them 2 out of 3 games. You look at hits, that's not shocking. Of course, Philly has the advantage on that. Philly is playing this style of just fucking fly and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
They'll hit you, they'll punch you. They are great at blocking shots. And you're seeing a lot come out from their, not like younger guys, other than obviously Porter Martone, who has been the star of this series, not named Dan Vladar. But you're just seeing Philly show up and go, no, we can take them.
It's also been a good series from Trevor Zegras.
It's been a great series from Trevor Zegras.
It's been a great series from Trevor Zegras. Drysdale's had a great series.
Yeah.
Like, the vibes are at an all-time high for them.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchkov is just hanging out in the background.
Yeah, which is really funny.
They're just playing really solid team defense, and they're sticking to their scheme. They've kind of all bought into how they're going to play hockey.
Yeah.
The Dan Vladar resurgence is the part that I'm just baffled by.
I love it. I love the fact that Dan Vladar is the hero that we didn't see coming.
I also think Gritty is just born for this.
Oh my god, that first home game where he like killed a penguin. I was like, we've been waiting for this for years. We've been waiting for murderous playoff Gritty.
And he is.
Finally here, and we're all scared of him.
Yeah,
as we should be.
This is nuts.
Yeah.
Now let's be a little nice to Pittsburgh. If they pull off this win,
oh my god. Yeah.
That's one.
You still gotta win 3 more.
You didn't get swept. Find a way to salvage some momentum. You technically still have home ice advantage for the remaining games, but you got to get to 7.
Yeah, you got to get there first.
So they can't. But you know what? They said this about the Oilers every time they went down. Right? They came back, had to do it 1 game at a time.
Yep.
1 game at a time.
1 game at a time.
And so, Crosby, they've got the veteran leadership to figure that out.
Yep.
Off the top of my head, I'm 99% sure Crosby has come back from down in series, multiple games.
He definitely has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, nobody's come back from 3-0.
From 3-0, yeah. But I think it's only happened once in history.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
why
like,
it's crazy that the Oilers even forced Game 7.
For Game 7 of the final 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They could turn it around. They could. Philly is shakeable, right? That
they could.
They had to be so incredibly hot after the Olympic break for a reason.
Exactly. I think, though, one thing to not discuss, but one thing that's been kind of irking me, and this was coming from Jesse Blake from the Steve Dangle podcast. They are playing Chris Letang in average of 20 minutes a night to 23 minutes a night. And, like, here's the thing. Chris Letang is a great veteran leader. Hooray that he's still playing despite all the health issues he's had and everything. He's still doing this. He's a trooper. We love Chris Letang. He's kind of old
to be playing 25 minutes.
To be playing an average 23 minutes a night against a team like this. Like, I don't know if Dan Muse and Kyle Dubas have had a conversation about this. in the locker room or behind the scenes.
Just with how where Pittsburgh found youth movement this year was in the offensive core.
In forwards, yeah, that's the thing.
Right.
It's just
they didn't find anything in the D core this year to protect this exact issue.
Yeah. So they're forced to have to run Letang at 23 minutes a night. I think Erik Karlsson right now is averaging 20 a night.
Erik Karlsson and Chris Letang averaging 20 plus minutes a game in the playoffs.
What year is this? 2015?
What year is it? 2015 again?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you told me Erik Karlsson and Chris Letang were averaging 20 minutes a night, I would tell you it's 2017. If you told me they were playing on the same team doing that, I wouldn't believe you.
But they are.
And I think that's also, unfortunately, I think that's also a little bit of the problem, kind of why I bring up that the wheels are just getting old, is that the foundation of this team relies on the veteran presence and the veteran leadership. And the veteran leadership, you know, Gino has scored a little bit here and there. Crosby has scored a little bit here and there, but Philly's just everything else.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
They're finding a way through. Through, right? They've got that extra little bit of juice. That's just it. They're kind of
pretty much.
The thing, all these things we're talking about, Pittsburgh, are reasons why people preseason were like, "Oh, this team's gonna tank."
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and then they just were good for 80% of the year.
Yep, and like good for Pittsburgh. But I think this needs to be the sort of... I think they need to take a look at Philly, not only for how the series is going, but also to see how Philly is flourishing from their youth movement. Because Pittsburgh does not have a lot of youth and a lot of, you know, prospects, like big name prospects ready to come up in the next few years. Like Ben Kindle came up this year, and Ben Kindle's been great. Artur Shilov's not a rookie, but young. And they got him in a trade, and that's kind of all they have.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why a lot of people looked at them and said, "Oh, at the deadline, shed some pieces,
You
bring some
better.
Youth in, get younger,
but
figure it out."
Hey, you know what? Why not try one more time?
I mean, they forced their hand. Let's be honest. Like they couldn't sell.
Yeah, as Dangle says, Kyle Dubas is so good at building elite regular season teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did good, but yeah, if this is the end, we'll see what happens after that. But if Pittsburgh finds a way, it'll be insane.
Yep, it would be
for
insane.
lack of a better word. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna get started in a couple minutes. We'll just keep an eye on their score in the corner while we talk about the Atlantic.
Oh, the Atlantic.
Oh my God.
Do we want to start with the
series that exclusively goes to overtime?
You mean the greatest playoff series to ever exist in the NHL? Yes, that one.
Well,
you don't even. It's that, or you know.
Well, it's the Central Division matchup.
Well, yes. But also,
I would argue, but this one, I think those are the top two.
Those are the top two for sure.
Those are the top two. Let's do Lightning Habs. This is nuts. I want to just jump in. I can't believe they've gone to overtime 3 times, and Montreal has the 2-1 lead.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I just have to open up and say I was wrong. I was wrong how powerful the vibes were in Montreal.
The vibes are powerful in Montreal. Like, insane. And just to, recap it, so we're 3 games into the series right now. Every game has gone to overtime. The Canadiens won the first game 4-3 in Tampa off the back of fucking Uri Slafgretzky with a hat trick of all power play goals. He is the first Hab in history to score 3 power play goals in one game, in a playoff game. And considering the kind of history that the Montreal Canadiens have, that is fucking ridiculous. God.
Yeah. That's one of those stats that when you read it, you're like, how?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, how is this even possible?
That's like that'd be like if somebody on the New York Yankees was the first person.
Right, exactly. If like a current Yankee was the first person to do something.
Yeah, you're just like, huh?
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? Although, the first person, like, how?
Yeah,
exactly.
Not the best example because
like,
Aaron Judge doing things that haven't been done since.
But like, I get
you get the point.
Like, you get the point.
Been around so long. How?
There's no way that this hasn't been like especially when you look at Montreal for a team. I'm getting sidetracked here, but I just want to bring it because it is the craziest thing I've ever read. For a team that has had guys like Henri Richard, Guy Lafleur, Jean Beliveau, like some of the greatest players to ever live were Montreal Canadiens, and Slavkovsky's the first one to do that. What the fuck?
I mean, I also like a lot of people were like labeling him number 1 overall bust.
Mm-hmm. Unless he plays internationally.
His Olympic attorney revived
the hype train. Yep. God damn. So he had a great game 1. Montreal wins game 1 4-3. Game 2, the fact that this went to overtime again, everyone went, oh, here we go again. JJ Moser ends up getting the game winner for them. So shout out defenseman for getting a game-winning overtime goal. We're tied up going into Montreal. Last night in Montreal. You want to talk about all-time vibes? When Montreal scored the first goal of the game, you couldn't hear the goal horn.
Yep.
They were loud in the Bell Center, and the Bell Center deserves that. This Montreal team, I have been saying this for the last 2 or 3 years, especially one of my very dear friends here that I grew up with. She's a big Montreal Canadiens fan, and for the last couple of years, I've been telling her, I'm like, you better be ready. They're going to be good in a couple of years. And she goes, nah, they're too young, and like, oh, they don't look that good. She's like, I don't believe in Cole Caulfield or this like Suzuki guy or anything. And I'm like, you just fucking wait.
You don't believe in this Suzuki guy? The guy who's literally gotten better every single season of his entire career to the point where he just had a 100-point season?
Yep. And then you fast forward to yesterday. Montreal ties that game up. They go to overtime. And I watched the end of this game on a train ride home from downtown Toronto. And like, oh.
Was there any hockey happening in downtown Toronto?
They don't know what that is here.
Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. In the French accent, with the French laugh.
Alexandre Tessier. Yes, Alexandre Tessier with a beautiful wraparound, holding the puck, trying to keep his stall as much time as he can. Finds Lane Hudson right between the right side half circle and the blue line, dishes it to Lane. The fucking dumbest slap shot I've ever seen from a right-handed shot defenseman on the right side. And if you haven't seen the replay of this goal yet, you need to go watch it, because the amount of players that are in front of Vasilevsky,
just a piss missile.
That's not a screen. That's a brick wall of people in front of him.
Yeah,
he can't see shit. And you want to talk about threading the needle? Like, God made
the puck
sure
got through. Like it didn't hit anybody.
With the amount of people that were in that slot, just covering up the entire slot, there's no way that puck should have gone through. But it goes through, top side, high, hits the bar, goes in, and Montreal wins it in overtime and takes the series. Takes a serious advantage. I don't want to get ahead of myself right now.
That's all we can say about that.
That's all we can say. But oh my God, this has been one of the most fun series of hockey I've watched in a long time.
Yes. I mean, I can't help but think about the health of the Tampa Bay Lightning as a factor in this.
Okay.
They don't have Victor Hedman.
No, they don't.
And he say what you want about coming in hot or coming in off of an injury. Victor Hedman is Victor Hedman. They won cups led by Victor Hedman.
Yeah.
It's a big piece they're missing. So that'll be a thing to look at. But
now, granted, I mean,
I was surprised. I thought the seasoning of this Tampa Bay team was gonna hold through. Right Now, it's not proven false. They won game 2 by being seasoned.
Yep.
Right?
But
and
the thing is, though, I think, I apologize for interrupting, Montreal is finding ways to be like, man, you guys are such highly respected veterans. We don't care.
Yeah.
Like they're running a occasional line of like Tanner Jeannot, Corey Perry. Or not Tanner Jeannot. Tanner Jeannot's in Boston now. Of like Corey Perry and just like just bruisers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting there going, well, Montreal's all like skill guys or tall guys. What do they do? Arbor Jack High, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, they're like they
have an answer for everything.
You think about their skill guys, and that's how you label Montreal as. But they've got pests and worms and physicality. They've totally proved that this series.
Yeah.
It's nuts to see the way they've played hockey.
Not to mention, I have to.
It's so electric. It's so electric.
Oh, it's so good. I have to give a shout out and credit where credit's due to this one guy. He had a very bad game in game 2. His turnover is what led to the overtime winner for Tampa. Kirby Dach gets on the board with a goal for the Canadiens in game 3. And every bad thing everyone had said about him just completely flipped. And good for him, man. He's had such a rough career. Wasn't able to really find his way in Chicago. But he's found something. It took him a while to really, get his footing in Montreal. I think there are still some times where you're like, maybe he's not got it. But when you need someone to come in clutch, you got someone to come in clutch. And he's a big part of why Montreal's up 2-1 in this series right now. If you're not watching the series, what is wrong with you?
This series is crazy.
Yeah, this series is electric. God knows what happens in the end.
It could go a whole bunch of different directions.
Mm-hmm.
And they're at a very pivotal point here with game 4.
Yeah, well, it's in Montreal too. So, the fact that Montreal could split at Tampa, they need to
talk about some other series later where the lower seed has split the first 2 games.
Yeah.
It's game 4 is going to be very pivotal for this series moving forward because I could see Montreal winning game 4.
Yeah.
And that maybe they lose game 5 with Tampa's wall, backs against the wall at home.
Right.
But game 6, I think Montreal could close the thing out.
If they close it out in Montreal, that city will burn.
I mean,
Montreal's
going to be crazy.
Fire partying.
I think it's going to go 7.
Yeah.
I think it's going to go 7 at this rate. But Tampa's got to come back tomorrow. It's the most key win.
Mm-hmm.
Most key win. Shall we talk
gotta be ready.
Shall we talk about Unstoppable Force meets Storied Wall?
I guess so. I guess it is time to talk about that. I did want to quickly bring up regarding the Tampa series. Let me see if I can find it. Where is what? I don't need the numbers for the Montreal Maroons of 1910. The hell? All right, here we go. Okay, so Nikita Kucherov has at least a goal. Brandon Hagel has 4 goals in this series? Jesus Christ. So their depth guys are doing work. But we haven't really seen much from the superstars just yet. Jake Gensel has 5 assists, so never mind. There you go. Anyway, the unstoppable and the immovable.
Yep.
Alex? The vibes are high in Montreal. But
the vibes in Buffalo.
The vibes in Buffalo right now might be the craziest vibe. Actually, I don't know. There's 3 teams that are up for craziest vibes in the league right now in the playoffs, and Buffalo's the second one.
Yep. Buffalo's the next one.
Good Montreal, for you, Buffalo.
I think the only way to talk about this series is to go game by game.
Yeah, we have to.
Because we have just fascinating. We talked about game 1 on the last episode of the pod because it had happened before we were recorded.
That's right.
Ludicrous comeback.
Oh.
Buffalo erupts It felt like an earthquake was going to happen in that arena.
Probably, yeah.
They pull it off, the miracle comeback and win.
Yep.
Game 2, Boston gets out to that big lead again, and everyone's like, "Uh-oh, they can't do this." And then then all of a sudden you blink and it's 4-2.
Yeah, and they held it down.
And then Boston kind of held it down to get the win.
Yeah.
Right?
Jeremy Swayman did a lot of work that night.
Jeremy Swayman did a lot of work to get the Game 2 win.
Yeah.
And then you get Game 3.
Oh, man. Alex Lyon might be up there for funniest goaltender in the league.
Oh, my God.
Just randomly asking people to fight him. Like, you want to go right now? Like, what?
You want to go right now? I mean, just this game comes down to, Alex Lyon, really.
Yes. Yeah.
Drops the gauntlet. And then Buffalo gets their scoring going and doesn't have to do the comeback.
Yeah.
Or doesn't have to do a multi-goal comeback. Did Boston score first?
Boston did score first. Tanner Jeannot started the scoring in the second period.
Right.
Bowen Byram, good for him, got a goal in the second. And then the third, Alex Tuck and Noah Ostlund got goals for the Sabres.
Right.
But, Alex Lyon, again, goaltending has been a big difference in this series and a lot of series. Goaltending is a big difference. Alex Lyon did a lot of work to make sure that Boston doesn't get anything in there. And, man, the Buffalo Sabres, considering how young and... What's the word I want to use? They're not as beefy as the Bruins. We've talked about this.
No.
But it's the fact that they are able to essentially go beef for beef with the Bruins right now.
Mm-hmm.
They can't outfight the Bruins. They know that. No. But they're able to match every other aspect of the Bruins. Oh, my God. Oh, never mind. Okay, Pittsburgh's still up 1.
Oh, it's 3-2.
Jesus, I was so scared. I was like, uh-oh.
They got a Chris Letang goal to go up 3-1.
Hey, shout out Chris Letang. I take back almost everything I said about you earlier.
But Konechny makes it 3-2.
Yeah.
So
Defense.
not over.
But Buffalo is doing everything they can to just take on the Bruins head on. In a way, they are both the unstoppable force and they're trying to be the immovable object.
Right.
Yeah. Which, good for you, Buffalo.
Good for you, Buffalo.
I really want you to win the series.
I'm so impressed with the, really it's Game 3. Mm-hmm. I'm so impressed with how the goaltending turned out.
Yes.
Because Swayman has not been bad. Swayman has had to do a lot of work. And in the 2-3-4 games, right? Or 3-4-4-2.
Yeah.
Swayman's been good. Yeah,
yeah.
It's just it's the offensive juggernaut that is the scoring apparatus for Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
It's super cool that Buffalo is, matching in goaltending. They're getting this great performance.
They're getting a great performance out of Alex Lyon.
Great performance. This series is long from over, though.
No. Yeah. If anything, I think this has just begun.
Mm-hmm.
We got the heartwarming comeback from Buffalo to start the series off, and everyone went, that's the story. Boston wins, you go, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Buffalo holds their ground, we're getting somewhere. This series, if anything, has just begun.
Yep. Game 4 in Boston tomorrow.
Ugh. And that Bruins crowd is loud.
Yeah, but Buffalo dealt with it in Game 3.
Buffalo did. That's the thing. Buffalo is showing that they're a team that they're not afraid of the Boston crowd.
We'll see what they do in Game 4.
We will see what they do in Game 4.
This series is going to be interesting.
The East series, the Atlantic series specifically, have been great so far.
Bangers.
Central?
Let's do Central.
All right.
Let's start with the quick one.
Okay.
Let's do the impending sweep.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's an impending sweep.
Not why I say well. I think it's a sweep as well. However,
Colorado.
I think I said it was going to be a 5, but
yeah,
Colorado
is up 3-0 on the Los Angeles Kings.
This series, by the number in the series, is not as close as. I mean, it's not close.
It's not a landslide.
It's not a landslide, though.
The Kings have lost 3 games and somehow feel like they've won 2.
Yeah. This series has been, like, on paper, this should have been a sweep by game 2.
Yep.
Like, Colorado should have kicked the living shit out of them at some point in this series. The fact that they haven't put up 6 on them is insane.
Yep.
But you look at what's going on the ice, and like, oh, LA's kind of, yeah, we're not going down without a fight. They're kind of dictating
the
everything.
style of play. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah. And they're getting really great play in every part of their game except for the ozone.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the TNT intermission crew actually said something funny.
They have their moments.
They have their moments.
They have their moments,
but they are asking, what can LA be doing differently? And Gretzky goes, score. And he just chimes in with score. And him saying that makes it funny.
Like, of course.
I can't believe I just said something Wayne Gretzky said was funny.
I know.
It makes you feel a little weird inside.
It's a little weird. The fact that through 3 games, the Kings have scored a total of 4 goals is not surprising to just about anyone. But it's the fact that they've scored 4 goals total in this series, and again, aren't getting their teeth kicked in, is far more surprising.
Yep.
Like, again, they've only ever lost by a margin of 2 goals. Like, this is their highest. Everything else is 1 goal. And it's like, okay, cool. But again, on paper, the Avalanche should have kicked the shit out of them by now. Yeah. But on the ice, the Kings are dictating the series, and the Avalanche are still winning.
Yep. Which just shows the difference in the quality of the teams.
Exactly.
But everyone is like, Colorado, what are you up to?
Yeah. It's like, are you taking it easy? Like, are you waiting for...
Are they taking it easy? Who knows?
I don't know.
I think their best interest is don't worry about finding your game in game 4. Just do what you have been doing. Yeah. And that is out Kings the Kings.
Yeah, pretty much. And it'll be fine.
Just do what you've been doing the last 3 games, get the win, and then sit back and watch the Wild and Stars devour each other.
And Nathan McKinnon will be sitting there eating his chickpea pasta, like, perfect.
Waiting.
Exactly all according to plan.
Just don't let the Kings get one, though.
Yeah, do not let the Kings get one.
Everybody's gonna come for the Avalanche should the Kings get a game.
Yeah, if this ends in 5, there will be all national media will be talking about this for the rest
Avalanche
of the playoffs.
Lost a game.
The Avalanche have lost. Is it over?
Are they really cup contenders?
Are they really cup contenders? They lost to Los Angeles. I gotta say one thing. I think it was game 3? Or not game 3, in game 2, was it? The Nick Waugh overtime winner.
Oh yeah.
Man, you gotta hate being a Toronto Maple Leafs fan in that Scott Laughton played his ass off for the Kings. The overtime winner for Colorado was scored by Nicholas Waugh on an assist by Nazem Kadri. Ooh, that is just funny.
That's just gold.
It really is.
That's just gold.
It really is just gold.
I remarked about that after the Waugh overtime winner. I was like, there's something here.
Yeah, there's something there. Especially the fact that it's Waugh from Kadri. Like, wow, that.
Yeah. I saw. I mean, this is what the Kings get for spending an entire season acquiring loser points.
Yeah, Like, we get you guys
Eventually,
wanted
you
to make
need
the
to
playoffs
win.
for. Yeah, like, we get you guys wanted to make the playoffs for Anze's last year, but you could have won games.
You just
That's
won
how
games.
You get more points by winning games. Did you know that? Fun fact for you.
God, the LA Kings are the reason I want the P-Dub point system.
Yeah, I mean,
give me the 3-2-1 point system.
Yeah, we do need that. Hopefully one day that'll get changed in the next CBA in like 5 years or whatever it is. So this series will hopefully be wrapped up by tomorrow. I believe the next game is tomorrow. Hopefully. Yep. If it's not.
Are they the first game tomorrow?
Yeah. Let me see the schedule. They are? Are they in LA?
Buffalo,
they're in LA tomorrow, though.
Buffalo's the first game tomorrow.
Okay.
They have a 1:30 Pacific time start.
They've got a 4:30 game tomorrow. 4:30 Eastern, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 1:30 start. Okay.
But we start with Buffalo and Boston. Oh my God, what a slate tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw. Buffalo, Boston, Colorado, LA, the Tampa series, and the Edmonton series.
The Edmonton series?
Sorry, the Anaheim Ducks series featuring Connor McDavid occasionally.
Featuring Connor McDavid with an assist. He scored a goal.
He scored a goal. He has 2 points now.
Okay, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. We gotta talk about the other Central series.
I think hopefully the Avs wrap it up tomorrow. Not tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Hopefully
they can wrap up tomorrow. Yeah, they wrap up tomorrow, get their rest, and like we said, wait for
someone
one of these
to emerge.
Two teams to get out of the hell that they've locked themselves in.
Oh, that we knew we were gonna get for
this is
6 months.
This is the thing where it's like, I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me, motherfucker. Except the problem is it's both teams telling each other that.
We were watching this game simultaneously as it wrapped up in overtime. I was rooting for Minnesota to win so bad because I want this series to go 7. This is just nuts.
I want this series to go 9.
The goaltending.
We don't get 9 games, but I want this series to go more than 7 games, man.
We get the amazing goaltending.
Yep.
You have some of the highest skill players. You have teams with just depth and fuck you energy.
Yeah.
What doesn't this series have? It's two teams that also hate each other.
Yeah, this is truly the most perfect series in the playoffs.
So we got to talk about Matt Boldy.
We do have to talk about Matt Boldy. So Minnesota, the fact that they've split home games so far, is not shocking.
That just shows the parity of the series. No,
it does.
Yeah. These teams do not care where the game is. They could play this game in a neutral site, and
it'll still be electric.
Yep.
So the Wild take Game 4 in Minnesota.
Yes.
You want to talk about I gotta give Minnesota credit. It's so nice to hear Minnesota enjoy something for once in sports.
Because I gotta tell you, every time I'm watching Dallas rush down the ice and get a great chance, a quality shot, and Wallstead turns it away, a little part of me is, as the shot's going in, this is it. Here comes the Minnesota misery. Here's where the wheels fall off. They're gonna just run out of luck.
Yeah,
and then it
doesn't
happen.
And then they figure it
out.
It
doesn't happen. I want to say one thing that's off the ice that I am so impressed with about the Minnesota fan base. They stood the entire overtime.
Did they really?
They were on their feet in the lower bowl the entire freaking overtime.
Good for them, as they should be. And mind you, that overtime almost went to double.
It almost went to double.
We were a minute away from it going to double.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Matt Boldy scoring twice.
Yeah. So Minnesota, as I said, they took Game 4 at home, 3-2 in overtime, coming off their double overtime loss just a couple nights ago, which you want to talk about a crazy game.
Heartbreaking. Right?
That was a heartbreaker. Man. Minnesota finds their way. So Jason Robertson on the board for Dallas. Hooray! He's been on the board already. He's 4 goals this season. But Brock Faber and Marcus Foligno both score for the team. And everyone goes, hooray! And then Matt Boldy scored. Oh, no, he didn't. Alex, why didn't he score?
The most obvious kicking motion I think I've ever seen.
What did I say in the group chat? It's the most distinct kicking motion.
Yes, like distinct kicking motion screams of, oh God, this is a judgment call.
Yeah.
And then you see the replay of this. Matt Boldy was out here playing soccer.
Mm-hmm. Like, this man had his whole leg up, like, skate and, like, freaking at an angle, like...
His foot was at, like, 90 degrees.
Yeah. Like, so Matt Boldy gets the goal in, and everyone's going crazy for a second, and then
but
the
they
ref
waved
calls...
it off so fast.
The immediate wave off. And I'm like, what the fuck happened there? And they were like, oh, kicking motion. I'm like, it couldn't have been that. As the ref said it was a kicking motion, I went, it couldn't have been that bad. And then I was, like, they showed the replay, and I go...
Yeah, you just kind of go, yeah, you can't do that.
You can't.
Also,
you can't.
Also,
like,
Minnesota knows hockey, right? So, like, every fan base gets a goal overturned in the playoffs, and boos are gonna rain down.
Oh yeah,
and they're gonna be yelling at the refs, and they go kicking motion, and then they probably put the replay on the jumbotron. And what does Minnesota do?
They're like,
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, we know, we know Matt's our guy, but you know, you can't be doing that there, bud.
You can't be doing that there, bud. You know,
no, you
like,
can't.
That's just,
not in good old Minnesota.
That's just against the rules.
That's just against the rules. You can't be doing that in good old Minnesota hockey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But then,
and then the game goes to
a little
overtime.
bit later.
And
I mean, they continue. They continue through overtime, right?
Yeah,
because that was in OT.
Right, because that was in OT.
That was in OT.
And like, oh, there was a moment where I thought it was over for Minnesota.
Yes. Oh my! I mean, several moments I thought it was over. Ottinger had probably three bell saves.
Yep.
Wallstedt had several amazing stints.
Wallstedt was just dialed.
His rebounds were a little concerning in this game, but every time he sent a rebound out, he put it into space.
Yeah.
And more times than not, a Minnesota stick got there.
Yeah.
And didn't allow a clean shot.
Yeah, and his positioning in some places, like, again, Jesper Wallstedt's going to be a top 3 goalie in the league in the next, for the next God knows how many years. But he's been great this year, obviously.
He's been great this year.
There were some moments.
This playoffs.
Oh, yeah. There's been moments where I watch him position and I'm like, oh, I hope he's taking an educated risk. Like, he knows what the gamble is going to be when he shifts over to a certain part of the crease. And I'm like, that's fine and all. But there were a couple moments when Dallas had the puck, especially for a good chunk of overtime. The fact that Dallas was just suffocating them in the Minnesota D zone. Like, oh, I was
so nervous, but they stood tall. They stood tall. They would go down and get their dangerous chances.
Yep.
And then you get, I mean, redirects sometimes are like lame goals.
Mm-hmm.
This was not one of those lame redirects.
No.
Boldy redirects a shot from the point that is probably going to go 3 feet wide.
Yep.
And he snags it.
And just...
and redirects it right behind Ottinger.
Like...
nothing Otter could do about that.
Oh, God. It's an nasty redirect. Oh, yeah. And, like, Jared Spurgeon launches it from the point. And I'm watching him shoot it. I go, it's the Lane Hudson goal all over again. It goes in. I go, it's the Lane Hudson goal all over again from just yesterday. No, Matthew Boldy making up for his mistake earlier. Instead of a tip-in kick, it's an actual stick this time.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to be at the right place at the right time. Matt Boldy gets on the board for his 3rd goal of the series, and Minnesota takes it.
And we're tied 2-2.
seconds left. Mind you, there was 29 seconds left in that overtime period.
We're tied 2-2. We're going to go Dallas, Minnesota, Dallas.
When this series is over, I'm going to be so sad.
And a coach has, at this point, DeBoer would be like, Ottinger is terrible. Yeah. And then they'd lose, and then it'd explain it, right?
And then DeBoer gets fired again. Yes, we know how DeBoer
gets fired again. We know how this goes.
The cycle of life. It's a cycle. I have to give credit to a couple players before we move on from this series. One of them being Kirill Kaprizov, who, yes, we know Kirill Kaprizov is great. He can score a lot of goals. He's a great passer as well. And he's a great skater. He's Russian. He kind of has to be, right? But there were moments in this overtime period where I would just watch him skating backwards to the board to set himself up, not to take a shot before a pass. And the kind of defensemen that he has around him that are trying to block him, the Heiskanens of the world, the Essa Lindells. Hell, at one point they put Jamie Benn on him for fucking fun because they were like, we need to neutralize Kaprizov. This dude doesn't give a shit.
He's a weapon.
He is a walking weapon or skating weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, he's demonstrating the playmaking of like a Marner, a Stone, an Eichel.
Yep.
3 Vegas players. That's funny. He's kind of showing that level of playmaking, but he's got the shot.
But that's the thing, is none of those three guys shoot, but he does.
He's got the shot.
He's got the shot, but he's also just got no fear.
No,
like he
no
knows
fear
what
at
he's
all.
up against. He's up, like, you're putting your $17 million like number one winger asset up against the most power forward team in the league.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, whatever.
I'll deal
like,
with
oh,
it.
okay. Yeah, he's like, I'll figure it out. It's fine.
He looks fully comfortable.
Yeah.
Fully comfortable out there on the ice.
The other two players I want to talk about, Miro Heiskanen is starting to make a difference in this series, and he is making a big difference.
He was coming off of an injury the first 2 games.
Yeah, and he's looking like usual Miro Heiskanen. Again, these are more obvious names to bring up. And then the third, dude, Quinn Hughes. Like, you want to talk about obvious, like, big differences? Oh my god. Like, for anyone that never got to watch or never bothered watching Quinn Hughes because he was in Vancouver for all those years, like, enjoy this. Because he's a fucking freak on the ice.
It's insane.
Yeah. Have you heard, by the way, that there are fans at the arenas that are dressing up as ghosts and sitting behind the Minnesota bench?
No, I haven't heard that. I did see that. Jumping back a series, I did see that Kings fans printed out pictures of the Nathan McKinnon wide open net from the Olympics.
I hate that more than the ghost thing. Damn it. I hate that. I hate that so much.
Fans will always find a way to troll.
Oh yeah, and it's great. But yeah, so there's like a group of fans, like 3 people or 4 people, that are just dressing up as ghosts and just sit behind the Minnesota.
Quinn Hughes is ghosts.
Yep,
that's so funny.
He sees ghosts, but
he sees ghosts.
This series, I don't want the series to be over. I don't want the series to be over.
Well, good news for you, it's not.
Thank God. Well, Game 7 is going to go to like triple. Just watch.
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's also I'm like really impressed as an underrated player on Minnesota. The Felinos.
The Felinos have been great. Yes.
They have just they are doing that. They're playing do your job hockey.
Yep. They do whatever needs to be done.
They do whatever needs to be done. Yep. It can be random explosiveness to enter a zone or hold a puck on their own, to making a smart play in the D zone, to getting physical.
Yeah.
They mixing it up. Like the Felinos they're just kind of doing their thing. And it's been impressive to me.
It's been good. Because again, the Felinos bring grit, they bring veteran like ideology, veteran IQ, veteran leadership. And for them to go, okay, yeah, we need to do what needs to be done. Fill in the blanks. Minnesota's a fairly deep team, but they are getting work done. Even like unrelated but related, like another more like underrated player I do want to give a little bit of credit to. Michael McCarron, who they had gotten at the trade deadline from Nashville, to which everyone went, you traded a 2nd-round pick for this guy? Why? He had a +1 in this game, 7 shots on goal, had 22, I'm reading that wrong. 16 minutes, 1 shot on goal. I'm reading a different stat. But just about 17 minutes of ice time, and the kind of moves he was making around the ice, setting up screens constantly for Minnesota to try and get chances. Like, again, you're going against the most power forwardy team in the league. Anyone else would be like, I don't want to die. But Minnesota's like, no, we're going to do this because we need to for the boys. So good for fucking Minnesota. They are doing work. All right, which Pacific Division series are we starting with?
Let's go to the jersey swap.
Yes, of course.
To the 1,000 people who handed in Vegas Golden Knights jerseys to exchange them for Utah Mammoth jerseys before Game 3 of this series, I salute you.
You are incredible people. The Mammoth are like every day, every passing day, they are becoming like the sweetheart franchise of sports.
Necessary interruption.
Pittsburgh just scored?
Pittsburgh is up 4-2.
Okay, so no sweep.
No sweep. I think they probably just got an empty netter.
I think it was an empty netter, yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Connor Dewar.
Oh, Leafs legend.
All right. So
Leafs legend Connor Dewar.
I saw that the Philly had pulled their goalie, and I just went.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Anyways.
Okay. Well,
don't need to talk about that.
Good.
Pittsburgh lives on.
Yes. Utah, every passing day, is becoming the sweetheart franchise of the National Hockey League. Whether it be their owner, Ryan Smith, just randomly on Twitter being like, hey, if there's any fans coming to Utah to want to see the game and they can't really afford to get tickets or, everything's up, just give me a shout. I'll help you out. Or for game one of
walking around pregame with everybody,
yeah,
out and about.
Walking around
he went to
Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah,
just high-fiving fans, handing out, dapping up, happing out, handing out merch, just like, hey, Utah fans, hey, good to see you. Hey, blah, blah, blah. For game one of their first home game for the playoffs, he said, hey, I've got about 6 or 8 seats in the owner's box.
Yeah.
Who is there? Anyone that wants to come see the game? And it's not just going to be like anyone. It's like, he's actually made it very clear. Like he keeps an eye out for like families that are wanting to go, things like that. Like truly people that are devoted to the Tusk, if you will.
Yes.
And he's like, cool. Yeah, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, damn, that is incredibly respectable. And they've done all that. The Zammoth is a thing. Tusky is their mascot. Like they're so hard to hate because everything they're doing as an organization is so beautiful. And then they pulled this shit off.
Yeah. The undeniable only like hateable thing is they do have those really bad obstructed view seats.
Yeah,
in the
which
arena.
Are weird. Yeah.
But that's because it wasn't a hockey arena.
Exactly. But apparently they're working on that.
Well, yeah, they're gonna like do big stuff in the offseason. They just built the players a brand new training facility. The images that come out for
huge. I haven't seen that yet. Okay.
There's images about it. It's like it's these guys going from playing at ASU.
Oh yeah.
Being professional hockey players and having to play at ASU.
Yep.
To the treatment they're gonna get in Utah. It's great. They're doing great things as an organization.
It's huge.
Game 1, if it was Vegas, just guts it out. They know how to play in the playoffs. Utah showed some fight, but they ultimately have more in the tank.
Yeah.
Game 2.
Utah, baby.
Game 2 was, oh my God.
Game 2 was magical.
Game 2 was phenomenal. I'm pulling up the box score for Game 2. Pardon me.
Utah showed up to Vegas for Game 2 and said, "We're not losing this game."
Yeah.
No matter what happens.
The Logan Cooley game winner.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Like
just they played excellent. Excellent. They didn't get run over again in Game 2.
No.
And then you get Game 3.
The first playoff home game in Utah Mammoth history.
Yep. First goal in Utah Mammoth history scored by Mackenzie Weegar.
Yeah, crazy. What a good pickup that was for them.
Yes.
Wow. The fact they scored 4 unanswered to start the game. Or to like
Carter
really
Hart looked
define
terrible, which
Carter
is
Hart looked like
beautiful.
shit, which was great.
Everyone liked that.
Yes.
4 unanswered. They give up 2 goals, but they really controlled that.
They held down the
game.
fort. One thing I wanted to bring up that I enjoyed, and I thought about a lot with this series so far, is you look at the dedication on ice of Utah. Like, that is a team willing to go to war to ensure a win or to ensure something.
Yeah.
Even if they're down, it's fine. Like, okay, let's start this, right? So where is there it is. I got this mixed up. Right, so game 1 in Vegas, Golden Knights, kind of edge it out in the end. It was a little shaky at first. We thought Utah was going to do it, but it's fine. Like you said, veterans kind of did their thing. The shots were pretty even. Face-off percentage is pretty even. Vegas was perfect, 1-for-1 on their power play. Vegas had 51 hits to Utah's 31, but Utah led in block shots, which, hell yeah, Utah. Game 2. Shots were a little more even. Face-off percentage, even. Vegas had 1 successful power play, which is fine. Utah leads hits with 39 and block shots with 17. Okay, a little closer, game 2 was, for sure. But Utah edges it out, wins the game. Game 3. Utah had 20 block shots. They were almost tied for hits, 41 for Vegas, 42 for Vegas, 41 for Utah. Utah had 100% success rate on the power play. They were 1-for-1. They won the game 4-2. Alex, how many shots did Utah take in that game?
Like 14? Something like
12.
that?
12. Carter Hart had
shit the bed. Oh my
8
god.
saves in that game. Utah went essentially like 1 in every 3 shots went in. They were held down to 12
Beautiful.
shots in the entire 60-minute game.
Beautiful.
And still found a way to win this game 4-2. Like, God bless you, Utah. Looking forward, though, now with this series.
Vibes are high.
The vibes are high.
Vibes are high. They stole a game in Vegas.
Yep.
And they've got home ice after probably the
gutsiest win of
the most lopsided win of the whole playoffs if you ignore the Philly-Pittsburgh series? I think so.
I guess so. I mean, for the fact that they won 4-2 on 12 shots on goal.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. They went 4 unanswered, right? They opened up a 4-goal lead. Oh, wait, well, we have the 6-1 Minnesota game that I just completely forgot about.
That was probably that's been the biggest ass kicking so far.
The last 3 wins of that series, 3 games of that series made me completely forget that game 1 was
game 1 was a smack. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, they've got the momentum. They've got they split in Vegas, so they've got home ice.
Yep.
They have the advantage at this point.
They have the advantage going into their second home ice game.
Yep.
Yep.
They could be up 3-1.
Going back into Vegas.
Going back to Vegas for 1 game.
Yep.
Utah in 6.
Maybe.
It's looking pretty good.
That's the thing. If the momentum rolls, if they can take another
they could win
game
in 5.
They could. If they take that game in Vegas,
it's not a very good Utah team or Vegas team.
No, it's not. They're an aging Vegas team.
Yeah,
part of the big problem. They're an aging Vegas team with very, very questionable goaltending.
Turns out John Tortorella doesn't fix everything.
No, he doesn't. And there, you know what I found out? The craziest thing I found out about the Vegas Golden Knights through the series so far. Through 3 games, Mitchell Marner has 0 goals. To which I was incredibly disappointed until I remembered, wait, that's what he normally does. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I was about to be like, what's your point?
There is none. As Elliot Friedman says, there's no point in warm-ups.
Like, Leafs, the Leafs fans are just laughing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're kind of laughing. They're also trying to figure out their new GM, and they're hoping to get Gavin McKenna.
And they're also pissed that Boston has their pick.
Potentially. Well, it's a top 5 protected.
Right, so if they win the lottery, they could get it back.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not talking about Toronto. We're not talking about losers.
Yeah, we're not talking about losers here, okay? This is the playoffs only.
This is the playoffs.
Go Utah.
Only legitimate franchises at this point.
Yes. Go Utah. And the Senators.
Legitimate franchises and the Metro Division.
And the Metropolitan Division.
Minus the Canes.
Yeah, they're actually really good. They're kind of scaring me.
They're kind of scary.
Anyway, Utah in 6. I'm standing by this. Utah in 6. I think
Utah
they get
6.
it done at home.
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Oh,
I could see him losing a game 5 in Vegas.
Yep.
And bringing it back home and finishing this thing up.
Yep.
Utah.
It's all momentum, right? Like, yeah. We'll see. Like, game 4, I think, is another.
Like, what's Vegas gonna do? Right? Carter Hart got pantsed. What are they gonna do?
Aiden Hill, I choose you. Go. Do something. Please. It's like, you won us a cup. Can you do it again?
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? They don't have a pivot.
No.
If Vegas was either gonna beat Utah playing Vegas hockey,
yep,
or they were gonna die playing Vegas hockey,
which is the most Vegas thing to do.
Yeah,
that is truly the Vegas way. They're either gonna beat the shit out of you playing their way of hockey, or they're going to lose miserably with their way of hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a homer, but I really want to talk about the next series.
I know you do.
The last one on the board.
I know you do. Why do you want to talk about the next series so much, Alex?
Because the Anaheim Ducks are up 2-1 on the fraudulent Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
I am so fucking proud of this team. God damn it.
They are holding it down. Like, now, granted, I don't mean holding it down like, it's a low scoring series. This is not low scoring by any means necessary.
The Ducks and defense? No.
And of course, Edmonton and defense? No.
We got to talk about this series. This series, I think, in order for it to be it was going to be exciting as long as both offenses showed up. And through 3 games, both offenses have showed up.
Do you know what the goal total is right now for this series?
4-3, so 7. And then game 2, 6-4.
Yeah.
And then game 3, 7-4.
Yeah. So it's 28 goals total scored between the 2 teams. It is 16-12 for the Ducks right now.
Hell yeah, baby. When you're putting up football scores in 3 games of hockey.
Exactly. Who needs defense?
Is that good? Is that good? I mean,
who needs goaltending?
I have to start with going into this realistically. I didn't see much for the Ducks as a run in terms of a run this playoffs, and we really needed to see how they were going to perform in the playoffs.
Yep,
with the pressure, they went into Edmonton and didn't look scared, which was amazing. It was amazing. They had their issues and they got exposed. But ever since they benched Radko Gudas, they haven't lost a game. Well,
shocker.
Ever since Radko Gudas fell on his ass in game 1 for no reason and has been day to day.
He was day to day?
He's listed as day to day. He's listed as day to day after falling on his ass.
Shocker.
It's up and down. It's up and down. This series is crazy. But I wanted to give some insight. Jackson Lacombe is making a statement. Jackson Lacombe is making a statement this series. He has single-handedly helped shut down Connor McDavid. McDavid's got 2 points.
Yeah. And he only got them in game 3.
Mm-hmm. He was off the score sheet for 2 games.
Nope.
They were getting killed by Draisaitl and Podkolzin.
Yeah, Vasily Podkolzin's been doing work.
I saw Podkolzin. I'm like, I don't want to see that guy on the ice anymore. This is weird. This is embarrassing. Yeah. But Jackson Lacombe has handled the Connor McDavid assignment incredibly. He made an insane stop on Connor McDavid in game 3. He lays out. McDavid is rushing into the zone because it's Connor McDavid.
He's
cutting towards the net because it's Connor McDavid. What does Jackson Lacombe do? He lays prone to take away part of the passing lane. McDavid waits, makes the pass behind him. Lacombe swings his stick from the top of his head and just smacks the puck away.
Incredible thinking.
Into the corner.
Lacombe. Yeah.
Into the corner. Threat neutralized.
Also, Connor McDavid attempted a pass and it ended up being a turnover that led to a goal. So, if anything, I think that fully marks him as a fraud.
I mean, his turnover that led to the shorthanded goal in game 2. The Alex Killorn, Ryan Poehling shorthanded goal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This series is nothing but entertaining.
Oh yeah, that's it, right? Like
it's pure entertainment.
It's entertainment. Like the scores we're seeing from this series, I expected in Montreal, Tampa.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think so. I think you expect like one game, like get a little
maybe
crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like one game. But the fact that every game of the series has just been a fucking gong show.
It's just been no lead is safe. Nope. But just what's absolute the Leo Carlson looks phenomenal in his first playoffs. What was accomplished in game 3, the Ducks had 4 players get their first playoff goals, their first career playoff goals.
Hell yeah.
Beckett Seneca, Mason McTavish both got on the board.
Hell yeah.
You also had Jeffrey Viel set a goal. I love Jeffrey Viel. Oh my God. What a just random ass player for me to fall in love with. It's all vibes in Orange Country right now, baby.
Oh yeah. Like it. This series is just so ridiculous, man. Like even Elliot Friedman was talking about it on 32 Thoughts of how Edmonton is finally getting what they asked for. Kind of. Hold on. Kind of. In the sense that their depth guys are actually doing shit.
Yeah, it's not the Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl show.
No, like Kasperi Kapanen leads the team in goals right now with 3. Jason Dickinson, who they acquired at the deadline this year, has 2 goals, which has been great. And then you bring up Vasily Podkolzin. He's been doing great. Just like all these depth guys they've got have been doing work. A lot of their like reclamation projects that they did. Like, awesome. Good. Cool. This is what we needed. Okay, great. Now, please do more. Because I think Connor McDavid's getting sick and tired. But also, if the Ducks beat the Edmonton Oilers, this might be where Connor McDavid goes, fuck that 2-year extension I signed. Trade me right now.
Get me out of here.
Get me out. I am leaving. Also,
I mean, I'm sorry, but you made your bed.
Exactly.
You made your bed.
You made your bed. Yeah.
You made your bed. Like the goal. Like it's not the... Hyman was quoted after the 7-4 game. After game 3, Hyman was quoted as, when we're giving up 7 goals, it's not our goalie's fault. And I went, Zach Hyman, welcome to Captain Obvious Club.
Yes.
Right?
Well, wow, the Oilers figured it out finally? Oh
the
my
Oilers
God.
realized they're playing bad defense as a team?
Yeah.
What? I mean, this is, I said in our first ep, the playoffs that the Ducks landed in probably the only matchup I think they can win.
Yeah. And so far, it's looking like
So
they
far?
might do it.
I mean,
Great.
Edmonton you can't cut them short, right?
No.
Like, if the Ducks
no.
win, you can't just be like Edmonton's a terrible hockey team. They've been the 2 straight Stanley Cups, and they have 2 of the top 5 players in the world.
Yep.
And one of those guys is number 1.
Yeah. Like
this
you can't knock Edmonton. You can knock the decisions that Edmonton makes.
Now you can knock their roster as a cup contender.
Yeah.
This particular season and their financial management, but every time I see Evan Bouchard make a mistake or Darnell Nurse take a stupid penalty, I think what's actually very impressive about the Ducks this series is the penalty kill.
Yeah.
It took until game 3 for Edmonton to get a power play goal.
Okay, so Edmonton's weird in that despite the fact that their power play is on paper a demon,
well, it's not just on paper.
Well,
they
no,
were
I know,
the number 1 power play this season.
Yeah. So the fact that they were neutralized for 2 games in the playoffs,
yeah,
cool. Keep doing that, Anaheim.
Neutralized.
We need to do
it's
more of
great.
that.
It's great PK. Do more of that. Like that's good, exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that Edmonton press are having to talk about Tim Washi. Well, because Tim Washi is getting the assignment of slow McDavid down through the neutral zone.
Oh yeah, that's what
the Ducks have done. They've essentially said Tim Washi win faceoffs and glue yourself to Connor McDavid in the neutral zone.
Yep. Okay, works.
That's been his entire job, and he's doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing his job. I think a lot of teams going into the playoffs, when because the Pacific was such a crapshoot, no one knew who was going to play who. I think everyone that could have potentially played Edmonton watched what the Panthers did and went, okay, that. You don't need to stick your number 1 guy on Connor McDavid. If you have a good, reliable shutdown center, just let him be a dick the entire time. It'll get on Connor McDavid.
What do you think Ryan Kessler did in that playoff series in 2017?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just glue yourself to Connor McDavid and do nothing else. That's your only job. No.
Well, and assault the Cam Talbot, but
but but it works. The point is, it works. Yeah, right? It works.
You don't need an Alexander Barkov.
No,
you need a player who has the 1/10 of the skill set.
Yeah, like
Alexander Barkov is amazing.
Yeah, you need a guy who very simply can go, okay, I'll do the job. What's the job? The job is very simple. You don't need to be as fast as McDavid. You don't need to be as skilled as McDavid. You just gotta get in his face. Just get right up there.
Yeah, you just got to be. You have to know his. You have to scout his path and know where he's going to want to go through the neutral zone. And the guys behind you got to do their job to funnel him in front of you too.
Yeah,
it's been fun to watch.
It's been very fun to watch.
It's
always
very
fun because the way a team will cover a Connor McDavid is the same way a football team will cover like a wide receiver, like a high profile wide receiver 1, where it's like
a Megatron.
Yeah, exactly, like a Calvin Johnson or like Justin Jefferson. It's like, yeah, we'll eventually have 3 people on him. What? Is it going to work? I think so. Let's find out. And it's working so far. Like the fact that, again, McDavid only has 2 points. Awkward. This guy just won another Art Ross trophy. Oh well.
And the Ducks are also getting their depth. The Ducks are getting their depth scoring.
Yeah, that too.
Right? Like Alex Killorn.
You mean Alex Killorn, the greatest Duck in history, apparently?
I used to lament that Alex Killorn was on this team.
Oh, I know.
He's been excellent.
Yep.
He's been excellent this playoff series so far. Dostal's been good. It's so fun.
It is.
This series is going to be entertaining as it winds up.
It's been entertaining for the most part.
The Ducks have a chance to go up 3-1 tomorrow.
Yeah. That's in Anaheim, right?
It's in Anaheim. Game 4. They have a chance to go up 3-1 on the Edmonton Oilers after just pantsing them and winning a game 7-4.
Yeah. Which, like, that score made me giggle. I was like, there's the Edmonton series I was looking for. Just, the score is high. Why is that?
Leo Carlson has a history of pantsing Connor Ingram.
Really?
Yeah. Ingram was the tendy in Utah last year.
Oh, yeah, he was.
And there's an iconic shot of Leo Carlson from the Ducks home opener.
Okay.
Last season. They go to overtime. Carlson strips the puck and does his signature move, dances it around Connor Ingram. Mm-hmm. And it's like the shot in the Leo Carlson highlight package. And he and Terry absolutely pantsed Connor Ingram to go up I think it was 5-4. I think that was the 5-4 goal.
Good Lord. What so is Tristan Jarry hurt, or did they just pull him because they were like, oops?
It's been Connor Ingram the whole series.
Has it really? Okay, they haven't played Jarry at all. Wow.
Nope. They said Connor Ingram.
That's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way funnier than it should be. You made this trade and said, Connor Ingram, come on down. You are starting for the Edmonton Oilers. Okay. That's fine. We get it. Anyway, Ducks in 6.
Ducks in 6.
Ducks in 6. That's all the playoff series, right? We covered everything?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
We've covered everything. There's nothing to talk about except watch more hockey tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm so happy that it's felt like right now, I'm so happy that playoff hockey is going on because both my baseball teams are not doing too hot. So it's like, okay, at least I have playoff hockey. It'd be nicer if the Red Wings were here, but no, they disappoint me too.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I finally have one franchise that's worth looking at.
Yeah, well,
because my baseball team is not worth looking
at. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, I guess.
You win some, you lose some. This playoffs have been awesome.
Oh my God, this has been one of the best years in general for the playoffs.
I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, like I don't think
really good round 1 so far.
I think Tyler was saying too, like in our group chat. I don't remember the last time the NHL playoffs came around where every single series was a must-watch game and a must-watch series. Like even Ottawa Carolina was in a way must-watch, but every single series in this round
has had something entertaining or like worthwhile.
Yeah,
right. It's been great.
Yep. So 4 games tomorrow. We could have one series will be over tomorrow. And then they patiently wait, God knows what. But yeah. So do yourself a favor. Go keep watching postseason. Keep watching the NHL playoffs. It's the best time in sports, in my opinion. If you haven't, or if you're trying to get into hockey, honestly, now would be a good time. Because you're going to see some of the best hockey just ever so far.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. Crack a beer or whatever beverage you prefer. And just sit down and watch a good old hockey game. Until next time, which will potentially be the beginning of the second round, whenever that starts at this point.
Yep.
This has been Up the Boards. I'm Yusuf, and that is Alex. Tyler sends his regards from some stage he's playing somewhere. We'll see you soon. Go Ducks.